This is PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Travis tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Travis tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you.
Hey guys, it's me Travis with PlayerProps.ai. This is what we're looking at for Friday NBA. If you did not know, if you were somebody who dabbles in NHL and you did not know this ahead of time, the Winter Olympics are starting. Technically, they already started, but like the opening ceremony is today. The live ceremony, like 100% live, is at 2 p.m. Eastern time. The replay for people that are working and can't watch it is at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Opening ceremonies are always great. I don't know, I just like watching them, seeing all the countries come out and everything like that. But because the Winter Olympics are now here, NHL is on a, what is it, like a 3-week or they're on a break through the Winter Olympics to allow the NHL athletes to play for their country in the Winter Olympics. So there is no NHL through the Winter Olympics because of this. Even if there's players on teams that aren't part of their national team, there's still no NHL. So we have NBA and college basketball to get us through all of the Winter Olympics. I don't have any tools for Winter Olympics because, I mean, we need data on players that aren't in like professional leagues. And so there's not a way to have tools for a once every 4-year event. But we're definitely gonna be chatting about it. We already have, from the Summer Olympics, we already have channels in the Discord to chat about it. And if there's opportunities to bet on it, which there will be for NHL, definitely, or not in NHL, but hockey, there will be betting opportunities for the hockey competitions. But yeah, college basketball, NBA. 2 days from now, of course, is Super Bowl Sunday. There has been a Super Bowl Sunday show on this YouTube channel for 2 weeks now. If you have not watched it yet, then I don't know if you care enough about winning bets on the Super Bowl. It's literally been staring you in the face for 2 weeks, but it's still there. So this is going to be our last show prior to Super Bowl Sunday. You already have the Super Bowl Sunday show available, and then we'll be back here on Monday to talk about the Super Bowl and then talk about some more stuff, which is probably going to be college basketball and NBA, because again, NHL is on a break for that. Recap of yesterday. If you listen to all the words that came out of my mouth, congratulations. You finished with more money than what you started with. We focused on Cooper Flag points. I explained why we were focusing on Cooper Flag points and what the line was and everything, and he easily hit his line. I think it was like the first bucket in the fourth quarter, so it wasn't anything we had to sweat till like the end of the game. So congratulations, you got more money. If you don't understand why people are signing up for premium, for full access, then you haven't been paying attention. For the trillionth time, we have the most successful YouTube betting show, and I don't mean by like clicks or views or likes or subscribers, but I mean in accuracy. There's no other YouTube show for sports betting, specifically for North America. I mean, I don't really pay attention to YouTube shows outside of this country yet, but I probably should eventually. But there's nobody even close to the accuracy of the show since the show launched over 2 years ago. And that's not even the point of the show. The point of the show is to teach you how to use the app. Do you know how many people, this might be even you, I'm calling you out. How many episodes have you seen of me teaching you how to use the app, and you've watched them, and you've seen how I show you how to use the app, and you have never actually used the app, especially the way that I show you? And then you're like, man, why am I losing more bets than I'm winning? No, I don't know. Maybe because you're not listening to the words that come out of my mouth. You think you want to do your own thing and it doesn't work out for you, and then you only have yourself to blame. But the last thing I was going to mention, if you are already a premium member and you're not in the Discord, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Get in the Discord. If you're not a premium member and you want to understand things more before you upgrade, get in the Discord. You have to be in the Discord. For the 100 millionth time, the app is the car. The Discord is the keys. You have to have the keys to drive the car. All of the guidelines are there. All the steps are there. The checklists are there. Everything is there. The cheat sheets are there. You have to be in the Discord to drive the car. And there's a lot of people out there that just give you an app and they don't give you the keys. And then all of a sudden you are sitting in a car for a month and it doesn't go anywhere. Well, we give you the keys to the car and it drives very well as long as you take the keys. That's how it works. So make sure you're in the Discord. But the thing about Discord I was going to mention after that is if you're a VIP member, which you should 100% have to be in the Discord by now, unless you haven't been listening to me. But what we do every year, and we're only 2 years old next month, is we host a in-person live event in Orlando, Florida, which is where I'm based, where we invite all of our premium members. So that doesn't matter if you live in Orlando, live outside of Orlando in Florida, live in a different state or a different country. If you want to fly in or come into Orlando, Florida, it's like a big community event that I host, where I cover all the food, I cover all the drinks, and it's just a fun get together where we get to hang out in person, but you also get to meet a bunch of other people from the Discord where you never really see their faces because it's just a bunch of usernames. It's some of my friends, my family, the community, just all together. I rent out this place, I cover all the food and drink, and we just have a good time watching March Madness, because the date that it's on, which is at the end of March, there's going to be some, I think it's the Elite 8 games for March Madness. So yeah, if you are premium and you're interested in that, and you haven't sent me a DM in Discord yet to get added to the list, you probably want to do that, because if it fills up and you wait till after it fills, you can't get in. We can't have 6 million people show up. There's a maximum occupancy number. Once that hits that, no more free tickets are given out. So please shoot me a DM if you're interested in joining the Player Props Party 2026, which you have a month and a half to start planning for that. So let's continue our NBA streak. The NBA trade deadline ended yesterday at 4 p.m. There were a lot of trades that came out in like the last few minutes. What I've been telling you guys pretty much all week is that we're avoiding unders because we didn't know who was getting sent for who. And so we didn't want to create a situation where somebody who's more likely going to go under, his teammate just got traded, so now he's going to get more minutes, and now he's going to go over. The question was asked as well in Discord is, should we still kind of be cautious even after the trade deadline for the teams that have kind of new faces, new starters, or have lost starters, or whatever it may be? And yeah, I mean, you definitely kind of want to see when a player plays their first game with a team, or a team plays their first game without a player, how are the minutes distributed? How does that team look like? I think yesterday, what was his name? Anthony. He was a guard for Boston. He got shipped to Chicago, and he played his first game for Chicago yesterday, which it's so crazy that, like, within 48 hours of getting traded to a completely different city in a different state, you're like, oh, I'm game. I mean, you understand basketball IQ, and you understand what your role is. And so I feel like it's a little different for like NFL and things you have to learn, like plays and routes, and like, okay, when he says this, do this. Like, basketball's a little bit different where, I mean, if you know ball, you know ball. But anyway, Anthony played his first game for Chicago last night, and he got like 20 plus points. And so there are people that are going to like be put into their new team, and they're going to have a decent game. They're going to pick up where they left off. And there's going to be people that are still trying to figure their way through. So it does make sense to give like the teams that have a different starting five, like at least a game to look at. So we'll consider that when we look at these things here for Friday. But yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 6 games. Let's see what we like here. So what we do, this is what you need to tattoo in the back of your brain. What does Travis do on every show? How is he finding so many winners so often? Copy and paste. So yeah, we actually have OG here, who is in a close game. 1.5 spread, Knicks and Pistons, but the defensive ranking, both season and recent, not too sexy. But I'm trying to think, did their lineup shift at all? Did the Knicks, Duncan, Asar? No, they pretty much have the same type of lineup here. If Tobias, so, oh, I think they're also on, I think the Knicks are on a back-to-back. Didn't they play yesterday? Or is it just the Pistons that played yesterday? Hold on, I gotta double check this. I'm pretty sure I saw both teams play yesterday. Thursday, February 5th. The Pistons lost to the Wizards like a bunch of clowns. But the Knicks... No, I guess they didn't play. I thought they did. So both teams have a little injury concerns here. We have Cat questionable, Josh Hart questionable, OG's probable, so we're not too worried about OG. And then Tobias and Jalen both questionable as well. I mean, you can look at it this way. Like, let's say Josh Hart and or Cat, they don't play, and these guys don't play. I feel like it's just an easier path for OG to get his 17 points he needs to hit this line. Let me think. So Detroit versus players playing in the power forward spot, 46. That's 4 away from being orange. So it's red, but it's not like a 1. And then the last 2 weeks, 81st. It's kind of in the middle of the 150 rankings. He's hit this in 5 of the last 5 games. One more bucket here, he would have hit this. He got 15. One more bucket would have put him at 17. And then if he got one more bucket here, he would have hit this in the 7 out of the last 7 games. The head-to-head versus Detroit. Here we have, this was the playoffs last year. Yeah, so this was what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 games of the playoffs of Detroit versus the Knicks. And he was very kind of hot and cold almost. And then his one game against them a month ago, only 29 minutes, 5 points. I don't know. I'm not in love with that defensive stuff, but of course, if they're missing Tobias and Jalen, then it becomes more interesting, which I'm sure once that comes out, that this line's going to skyrocket. Let's see if there's anything that makes more sense. So it sucks that we only have 6 games because, like, one side, I'm like, okay, red, 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 and then I see a green here, but the difference is so small. Like, it's only like 1.18 higher than the line. And so we're not going to be doing... The only over that we could possibly even slightly consider is OG. Let me look at Kevin Porter real quick. I want to look at these rosters. Okay, so Kevin Porter plays for Milwaukee. Milwaukee should be doing this lineup, but then Bobby Porter's just questionable. But if Kevin Porter plays out a shooting guard spot, maybe they'll move Kyle Kuzma to power forward and then put Kevin Porter. Like, I'm not sure what the roster looks like if Bobby Portis misses. Let me see. Did he miss? Let me look at the last game they played. Bucks had an OT game against the Pelicans. No, it looks like it was Turner, Kuzma, Coffee, Green, Rollins. Porter played 29 minutes off the bench and got 18. But that was overtime as well. Giannis isn't playing. And the Pacers traded for... they gave up a lot for Zubac. But I don't think Zubac's playing in this game. Yeah, they're going to have Jay Huff playing here. This team, man. So random. I don't think there's enough difference here that I would want to risk him getting a lot more time if, Bobby Portis misses and if this game goes to overtime. It's a 1.5 spread, so there's a good chance it could go to overtime because it's a close game. So I don't think we're going to touch that one. So right now all we have is OG in the back pocket, even though this is not too sexy, but we're going to have to switch to a different stat. See if there's something sexy somewhere else. So we're going to go to rebounds. Let's go to rebounds next. Man, Josh Hart is the best rebounding guard in like NBA history. This guy's had so many games of like 20 rebounds. Like he can go off for 20 or he can go off for like the fact that a guard has an 11.5 rebound line, I think is absolutely crazy. Oh, wait. Hold the phone. This isn't rebounds. This is points. So I was like, there's no way this guy's got 11.5 rebound line. When I cleared the filters, it looks like this reset from rebounds to points. I was like, there's no way, man. Why is it not? Hold on. Am I not clicking off of points? There we go. I was like, there's no way he's got an 11.5 rebound line. Oh, my Lanta. One of those days. This guy, when we played new ban list acquisition Elprin, when he versed him, Queta had like, what was it? Let me see. Friggin' 19 rebounds. This man, so Boston traded for Vooch, and Vooch is projected to play in this game, which is why he's not here on the projected roster. So he got those crazy rebounds because he was the starting center. Because if Vooch is now playing here, and we don't know exactly like what his time is going to look like, we're not touching this. So I know all of this looks sexy, but you have to factor in checklist that says what minutes or playing time or injuries are a concern, and it's the fact that Vooch is going to be playing, and we don't know what that's going to look like yet. Okay, so we got Cat here is a trifecta. Jalen Duren is questionable. I think even if this ranking is with Jalen Duren because he's played 10 of the last 10 games. So if he misses this one, I have to assume that Karl-Anthony Towns has even better of a game, but 5 out of the last 5. This man had 20 rebounds, 22 rebounds, double-digit rebounds, 6 out of the last 6 games. Detroit allows opposing centers to get buku rebounds. I still can't believe I thought that Josh Hart had 11.5 rebound line. My brain was... Oh my gosh. So this looks very good. This is a close game. We can hope for OT, which makes it even a better situation. But he's questionable. But if he doesn't play, he's played all the team's last 10 games. If he doesn't play, then the bet is void. And this isn't the Knicks. The Knicks weren't the team that played yesterday, right? We said it was their opponents. Let me look one more time. Thursday, February 5th. Yeah, the Pistons were the ones that played yesterday. So the Pistons are on a back-to-back, which means they are the ones that are essentially fatigued. They played a game against the Wizards. They lost by 9 points, so it wasn't a blowout either way. And the Pistons, Jalen Duren only played 13 minutes, but everybody else got like 30 minutes or higher for the starters. But did he only play 13 minutes because, like, hold on. Did he leave the game early because of an injury? I'm going to Google him real quick. Uno minuto, fam. Injury update. Pistons center exits game versus Washington Wizards. So that's why I only played 13 minutes. When we turn Thursday. Yeah, because he missed some games earlier. He's played 10 out of the last 10 team games, but he had a sprained ankle earlier, and he left this game for an injury as well. Dario, like, all of their big men are injured, which leads me to believe rebounds will be slightly easier than it already is. Like, remember, 150 is the highest this number can go. So there's only 9 teams that have allowed more rebounds to opposing players in their position than the Detroit Pistons have allowed for opposing centers. And again, this matchup has a lot of head-to-head because of this 5-6 game series in the playoffs last year. He played a month ago, only got 1 rebound against the Pistons. But let's see exactly why that is. What was that? January 5th? Let's look at this real quick. I have to pull up the... Let me see this real quick here. Why did he only get 1 rebound on January 5th? Monday, January 5th, Pistons. Oh, well, they won by 31 points. So, or the Pistons won by 31 points. Cat for the Knicks. Played 23 minutes. So yeah, he still shouldn't have got just 1 rebound. Oh, Mitchell Robinson was playing in the starting lineup. Mitchell Robinson is the rebound beast. So that makes more sense. So they got blown out. They didn't play the 30 plus minutes that they normally play. Mitchell Robinson, they did like a Twin Towers thing where they had 2 big men out there. They both played 23, 25 minutes. So he was grabbing all the boards. So now let's go back to today. I don't think Mitchell Robinson... I don't think they're going to have that same starting lineup. I think Mitchell Robinson will just come in when Cat doesn't play. Yeah. Towns, Brunson, Bridges. Yeah, I think in that random game as well, Josh Hart didn't play. You know, the guy that's going to get 20,000 rebounds today? So there's one more thing I want to look at. Going back to today's game. Oh, not today's. The last game they played, which was Wednesday. It was a double OT game. Towns played 31 minutes. Yeah, Mitchell Robinson played 23. Towns still covered. So even in the last game they played was 2 days ago. February 4th, Wednesday had a double OT game. But it's not even like he played a crazy ton of minutes. OG played 48 minutes. Bridges played 49 minutes. Brunson played 47 minutes. But Towns still only played 31, which is like not even like the 35 normal starter minutes kind of thing. And he still had 12 rebounds. And this is against the Nuggets. I'm going to go back to that game. And that was part of a back-to-back as well. I'm trying to think. I think this is, if he plays, I think he covers his line. He needs 12 rebounds to cover, but let's see if we can find a better line for him. He got 12 rebounds on part of a back-to-back, and he's got rest. He didn't leave the game early. I don't know why I'm looking at this tool. I meant to click this one. Let's clear this here. And then, nope, yes. Ribbies. Everybody's got him 11.5. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books that have him have a line for him. Doesn't seem like Fanatics has any line for him. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of the 6 favor the over. And then FanDuel and Bet Rivers are the only two that favor the under. So majority consensus favors the over. Best payout, though, would be doing Bet Rivers minus 109. That's why it's highlighted. If you're going over, you want the most money possible. I think the only other thing I would look at is same game. Let's look at points to see if there's a better line for OG that we were considering. No, it looks like 16.5 is his lowest. Some people at 17.5. I think, yeah. So if he plays, he played 31 minutes in the second game of a back-to-back. He's now had all Thursday to rest, and now he's coming in Friday against a team that statistically has allowed a ton of rebounds this season and a ton of rebounds the last 2 weeks. So ladies and gents, I think that's what we're rolling with. If he plays, should hit. That's what we're looking at. Any questions whatsoever, make sure they're in the Discord. The only way that you become a better bettor is by trying, and if you're not in the Discord, you're not trying. It's that simple. It's a free to download app, and our Discord's free to join. If you're like, I wish I would better understand how to use this app. I see people dropping winning screenshots daily. I would like to be like those people. Where are those people? They're in Discord. Are you in Discord? If you're not, get in. This is not rocket science. If you want to have the same level of success as other people, you only simply have to do exactly what they're doing. I'm not saying tailing their bets. I'm saying use the Discord how they're using it and use the app how they're using it. That's how easy it is. So just do that and you'll win more and lose less. It's that simple. We'll see you guys in the Discord. Good luck.